Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Customer Service Show, a fortnightly podcast series where we dive into the world of customer service and unveil the strategies behind delivering exemplary customer service interactions. I'm your host, Meenakshi Arora, Head of Marketing for Search Unify, a unified cognitive platform. This is the first season of the Customer Service Show, where our goal is to dive deep into the significance of premium support, discuss its importance, and effective implementation strategies. In the previous episode, we talked about the what and why of premium support. And if you haven't already watched it, check out the link on the screen or visit searchunify.com. With that, I welcome you all to the second episode of the season, where we will discuss key features, offerings, and value drivers of premium support. For this episode, I have joining me the amazing Patricia Lugozani and Sahana from Automation Anywhere. Patricia is a highly accomplished visionary professional with a distinguished career in building, revitalizing, and optimizing customer support, customer success, renewal sales, technical services, and sustaining engineering organizations to facilitate growth and customer retention. Formerly Group Vice President of Customer Experience at Marketo and Global Head of Support Strategy and Operations at Adobe. Patricia's consulting company, PL Support Solutions, focuses on customer success, premium support, and support optimization strategies. Sahana started her KCS journey a decade ago at NetApp. She led the worldwide support team to establish, solve, and evolve loop practices as part of the case solving process. In her current role at Automation Anywhere, she is working with the team to refine the processes to leverage the established solve loop practices to enhance customers' digital support experience. Thank you, Sahana. Thank you, Patricia, for joining us for the podcast today. Patricia, we spoke about the what, why of premium support in the last episode when we met, right? So today I would want to know the top 5 learnings or takeaways that our audience should take away from today's episode.
When we're considering our key takeaways for designing our support offerings, we need to consider 5 key takeaways. First, we want to make sure the features are quantifiable and trackable with consumption and probably outcome goals. You want to make sure that your offerings are differentiated at each level, and you want to make sure that your assigned resources have premium retention accountability. Ongoing sales engagement and enablement is essential to make sure that sales continues to speak well and often about premium support. And it is also important to make sure you have a mechanism to collect feedback and continuously evolve your program.
Definitely, these are the 5 things you can all look forward to in this episode. And Patricia, as we had discussed in the previous episode of the Customer Service Show, it is important to not underestimate the effort to design and launch premium support. Can you please provide us an overview of the offer management and premium support creation framework?
Sure, absolutely. So TSIA has an excellent offering management framework for offer creation. It outlines the importance of setting up your specific stages, firstly to analyze support service gaps and fully understand your customer needs and value drivers. And then once you understand those, to start designing and developing your offering, and then make sure that you have a great offer experience and evaluate the value of each of those features, maybe even do a pilot. So once you understand all of these, you've designed your offerings, and then you've even tested and validated some of your offering assumptions, only then should you launch and make sure that you have sales equipped and ready to go. And then really the most important aspect of the whole process is once it's launched, you are not finished. You have to make sure that you have a cadence of success management measurements in place, that you're constantly evolving your offerings to continue to make sure that you're meeting your customer needs, and also to drive that sales growth that you need to be able to maintain and make it a profitable program. While industry trends are moving towards success services and support offerings, bundled together. So success, services, and support all bundled together. I do recommend making sure that you have a solid baseline of support offerings. These are very essential, obviously, for making sure you're meeting customer demands, but it is easier to release customer support offerings before you bundle, because sometimes it does take a long time to get that cross-functional alignment. The premium support rollout framework focuses on the functional activities at each stage to provide a roadmap for offering creation and growth. This process also must include feedback and collaboration from internal partners at every stage. So the rest of the session, we're really focusing in on the discovery and design phases of the stage for offer creation.
So thanks, Patricia, for such an elaborate answer here. And Sana, coming to you, the way Patricia also said that, at each stage, it is important that feedback and collaboration is coming in from internal partners. So we would love to know more about the premium support program launched by Automation Anywhere. And we would also understand the primary reasons for creating a complete, compelling, and differentiated premium support offer.
Every organization strives for customer satisfaction and retention, but the scope of customer support has grown far beyond just solving the support cases. So, with artificial intelligence, the customer expectations have evolved to have personalized experience tailored to their preferences and needs. So, virtual assistants, 24/7 availability, it is a new norm. AI enables us to provide predictive and proactive support and also improve the self service capabilities. So, designing a premium experience seemed imperative. Customers interact with businesses across multiple channels, including websites, your mobile apps, social media. So, a multi channel experience created a compelling case for building a customer centric, AI powered support model. So, this enables the customers to get the best out of the products and services. And the businesses also improve the upsell opportunities, grow their customer base with a competitive advantage, and it also increases the customer retention because of these premium offerings. So it was a win win, and that differentiated the value add for a premium support offer.
Right, Sana. Thank you for this. And Patricia, as Sana also said, that providing a wow experience to our customers, it's no longer, I would say, a matter of choice for any enterprise, right? Still, launching a premium support offering is a strategic decision that many businesses consider to enhance their customer service and create a competitive edge. But the objectives of launching premium support also need internal stakeholder alignment. So, Patricia, how do you suggest that support leaders can strike a chord with sales and success teams also at the same time in terms of positioning the collective objectives for launching premium support?
Absolutely correct. Support needs to collaborate with the internal partners, because selling and uplifting customers to premium support, you need sales and success. And the best way to do that is to highlight how premium support can help sales and success better achieve their objectives. So, for example, including support services will help sales meet their quota. So you can accomplish this by adding a pipeline visibility for attaching support onto current deals and really building that sales motion. Also, for customer success, having premium support, that will ease the escalation burden from customer success, and it will help drive their retention and adoption objectives. So here are some examples of some common objectives that you can use to facilitate your partnerships. So Sahana, can you share some insights on how you worked within Automation Anywhere to align your premium support objectives with sales and success?
Sure. So we defined shared goals for the support, sales, and the accounts team, and we created a baseline for these metrics. Then we identified the key elements for our customer segmentation and then tailored the premium support offerings. So our self-service efforts alone increased the case deflection by 25%. And this created a compelling argument to create joint venture propositions. We introduced health check services, architecture consultation, sandbox, prioritized product enhancement requests, and many more offerings. We started with an initial objective to improve customer experience, but after investing in our research, we met our shared goals such as customer satisfaction and retention, upsell opportunities, self service success, reduced customer effort, and automation opportunities.
So I think, Patricia, it's very clear. Like customer experience is a very important part of our vocabulary. We just keep talking about customer experience, right? And that I believe starts with a deep understanding of what customers truly desire. So, in the context of premium support, what methods or approaches would you recommend for effectively discovering customer needs and aligning them with an organization's support capabilities?
Exactly. I mean, analyzing those past customer interactions and the feedback are the best inputs to really understand what your service needs are and your service gaps. So here's a list of commonly used data points. And to better understand the service needs, I do recommend also analyzing these within the customer segmentation. So Shahana, just really curious about what kind of considerations you use at Automation Anywhere to deepen your understanding of the customer needs as you develop your premium support offerings.
We gathered feedback from customers, customer surveys, account managers, and the support teams to understand the pain points from their point of view as well as from the customers. And then we also utilized the Search Unify reporting to analyze the most searched queries, failed searches, went through the sessions report, checked the site feedback, the web usage reports. We also looked at repetitive email requests, non technical support cases, and the escalations. So, all of this gave us a fair idea of the missing pieces of information. We then segregated the must haves and the premium offerings based on our customer segmentation. This helped us identify the knowledge gaps and process gaps at our end and the customer end. The deep dive has actually fostered a better collaboration between the customers and our internal teams, such as support teams, account management, and sales.
Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Sana. And I was just at this point, I was wondering how intricate is to unravel the complexity of customer needs. I guess this is where segmentation comes in as the next step. So, Patricia, we would love to hear your insights on how a deep understanding of customer needs trickles down into creating targeted segment-wise premium support offers. Additionally,
Sure.
also, what are some of the best practices for developing creative segmented packaged premium support offers that are aligned to the business problems of well understood customer personas?
Absolutely. So I consider the segmentation or even persona-based analysis as defining that outside-in view of the customer engagement. So it's important to understand that needs change depending on the company size, their investment levels in your product, and even the user role within the company. So commonly, sales or success have defined customer segmentation, usually in ARR buckets. But I've also seen company size, maybe strategic value, or growth potential used. But the important point is breaking the customer engagement into segments can help you define the customer's engagements with your company and your products. So this will help you define what your specific levels of support offerings should be. And then you can align your features and your resources so that your needs and the cost tolerance match with the support offerings.
So, in your experience, Patricia, what are the key value drivers or suite of benefits most commonly attributed to the launch of premium support offerings?
Sure. So when you boil it down to the support offer value, it really breaks down into these four categories. The first is obviously 24/7 critical response, then accelerated response or service level targets, then also proactive engagement. This drives down risk mitigation, and then finally access to expert resources. So obviously the highest value and cost are typically in those assigned premium resources. And to aid these resources and provide self-service value, increase efficiency, automation must be used to deliver and enhance the premium support experience. So for example, using Search Unify for premium support feature access on your customer community or portal, or using case routing to efficiently engage assigned premium resources. It's also important to note that you should use an operational support group for process, content, and organizational alignment.
Cool. So when it comes to creating products or designing services, understanding which features truly matter to your customers is crucial, right? So by conducting a thorough feature analysis, companies can align their resources, investments, and development efforts to focus on the features that will have the greatest impact on customer satisfaction and meet their needs effectively, right? Patricia, can you shed some light on the best practices and methodology for mapping premium support features into multiple buckets?
Certainly. So there's obviously many support features that you can include in your support offerings, and here's a comprehensive list. So as we discussed as part of that discovery stage, it's always best to analyze which of these features are going to best meet your customer needs. So getting a common set of support features and then doing the value and cost analysis can help guide your feature design. So here's just a couple points to help as you're considering this. First off, make sure that you can deliver the features that you include cost efficiently. So for example, after you do this analysis, reconsider low value, high cost features, and maybe those are ones that you could remove from your offerings. Secondly, the features that you need to be specific, trackable, and quantifiable. So I often see support organizations include features such as support response. Well, that isn't really very specific. So consider instead using accelerated service targets and then have an SLT table to back up your service level targets. Or if you have custom sessions, consider including a set number that is included in the entitlements per year. That makes sure that it can be very definable. Then you want to make sure that you're defining your deliverable cadence for all assigned resources. So make sure that your assigned resources are accountable and they have outcome goals such as reducing the P1 cases or increasing premium retention. Finally, have a way to summarize the delivered support in a service review. So for enterprise customers, best practice is to incorporate service reviews with a success delivered business review. Or for mid-tier support levels, consider packaging and sending up a report. So often customers will use quality of support to try to get discounts at the renewal of their support offering. So this really can be mitigated by presenting a support service review and highlight the delivery value and align their perceived value. Here's an example of service response targets. I see many organizations that are reluctant to share service targets. However, this is the best tool for setting customer expectations. So my recommendations for success are setting a response target, even for included support levels. And you can always set a compliance goal, maybe 80 to 90%, giving you room for missed response times. I also recommend using service level targets, SLT, rather than service level agreement, SLA, because the term agreement can be interpreted as being in the contractual agreement. So I highly recommend keeping the SLTs and SLAs out of the contract, all except maybe requested for the highest and most strategic customers. And finally, for premium support levels, it can greatly improve relationships and CSAT to also document and deliver to update and resolution SLTs, obviously within compliance goals. Setting regional support hours rather than local business hours can help avoid time zone complexities. So here's an example of regional support hours. And what I recommend is set one range of support hours per region, even if you have multiple offices within that region. This will greatly simplify your customer entitlements and tracking. Then make sure that your regional hours cover 24/5 global business hours to ensure follow the sun coverage. Then finally, use the support hours as a differentiator to extend those hours per each level. And then finally, I just wanted to note, when you add a technical account manager or TAM on your top tier support, it is critical to make sure that TAMs are delivering and tracking features that they are accountable for. So too often I see unstructured TAM assignments that greatly impact service quality or consistency. I like to break the TAM connection points down by the schedule and also being available as needs arise. It's also important to note that support case reaction hours for premium support are different from TAM hours. So time zone alignment is super important when considering TAM assignment.
So this is really great, very, very insightful, Patricia. Thank you for this. And Sana, in your experience, how are premium services delivered and enhanced to the customer community at Automation Enablement?
We introduced priority access to updates and new features, service customizations and consultations, extended the chat support to over 30 plus languages. We have redesigned our customer portal to add My Workspace. This is a personalized login where a user can find their product, license, support info, account contacts, service target timelines. We're also working on expanding the workspace to add training, webinars, view recorded sessions, product alerts, etc. And accounts team have regular QBRs to connect with the customers and gather insights on the products, services, and processes, then share our latest premium support developments with them. Increased focus on user enablement, communication with internal teams, on upcoming website features, product enhancement, and support offerings. We are updating our CRM to verify the administrative contact versus a technical contact or a business contact for all contacts so we can have targeted communication personalized to their requirements. It has also helped us streamline our processes, address the knowledge gaps within the database, and identify automation opportunities. We have reached an all time high CSAT of 9.5 out of 10 and a case deflection of over 55%. We've also reduced 90% of our non technical and general information queries, and we are seeing less and less escalations as we go.
Wow, Sana, this is very, very impressive. And on this note, thank you so much, Patricia. Thank you, Sana, for your time. And this wraps up another insightful episode of our podcast. I hope you found our discussion helpful in navigating the complex terrain of premium support. But wait, don't go just yet. We have something exciting coming up in our next episode that you won't want to miss. We will be diving even deeper into the topic, focusing specifically on premium support pricing strategies. Thank you once again for tuning in, and until next time, stay curious and keep supporting your customers with excellence. For any questions or feedback, please drop a line at customerserviceshow@searchunify.com.